4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 animals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of Oh, hi kindergarten, it's me, Miss Williams. I'm just collecting some data. I'm looking at my sum-sums here. And I was thinking, I wonder how many of each I have, so I'm trying to organize my information. That's what data is. See my table? I counted how many animals I have of sum-sums, and I had 9. And then I counted the people. There were 6. And then other are things like Yoda and Mrs. Potts. I had 5 of those. Do you see my table? But then, now that I have my table, I'm going to create a graph using my sum-sums to organize it. Let me show you. You see my graph? I use my real objects to make a graph. It's kind of like a picture graph, and it helps me organize my information. So now I know I have the most sum-sums, the animals, and then I have the 6 people, and then I have 5 others. It's just another way to organize my data so that I can see a clearer picture for the information. What? Did you say you don't know how to do that? You've never made a graph before of data? Well, I'm sorry. Let me show you. I bet Moby can help. I used real objects when I made my graph, but sometimes people use pictures to represent it, and that's what I found with Moby on BrainPop. He is going to help us learn how to make your own picture graph or a pictograph. Enjoy!
How many books have you read this month, Moby? I'm making a pictograph that shows how many books people read. Let's see. You read 2 books. What is a pictograph? A pictograph is a graph that organizes and shows information using pictures. The title tells you what the pictograph is about. This graph shows how many books people read. The labels show the names of people and the number of books each person read. This is the key. No, not that kind of key. The key explains what each picture stands for. According to this key, 1 star on the graph stands for 1 book. Count the stars to find out how many books each person read. I read 1, 2, 3 books. Becca read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books. Becca is a bookworm. Here's a pictograph that shows people's favorite subjects. What subject do people like best? Each pencil stands for 1 vote. Math got the most votes. 8 people said it was their favorite subject. Which subject got 3 votes? Right, Moby. Social studies got 3 votes. This pictograph shows people's favorite color. Each paintbrush stands for 2 votes. How many people like blue? You can skip count the pictures by 2 to count the votes. 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 people chose blue as their favorite color. How many people chose green as their favorite color? There's half a paintbrush there. Since a whole paintbrush stands for 2 votes, half a paintbrush must stand for 1 vote. So 1 person chose green as their favorite color. Cool, it's lunchtime. How can you make a pictograph? I'm starving. Should I get an apple or a pear? Which fruit do you like best? Let's take a survey about what type of fruit people like best. A survey is a list of questions used to collect information or opinions. You like bananas the best. So do a lot of other kids. You can record information from your survey into a tally chart. You organize tally marks into groups of 5 so they're easier to count. There are 5, 10, 15 tally marks. How many people like pears the best? Start with 5, then count on 2, 6, 7. 7 people like pears the best. You can use information from the tally chart to make a pictograph. First, draw a chart with 2 columns. Write the title and write the choices on the left. Then, create your key and pick a simple picture to stand for your votes. I'm going to use a smiley face. One smiley face will stand for 1 vote. Then, I fill in the pictograph. Since 10 people voted for apples, I draw 10 smiley faces in the graph. 7 people liked pears, so I draw 7 smiley faces in the graph. 2 people voted for grapes. 6 people voted for bananas. Pictographs help organize and show data or information so you can understand it better. Which fruit got the most votes? Apple. How many more votes did pears get than grapes? 5 more people voted for pears than grapes. You can also show the same information in a different way. Whoa, Moby, that's a lot of fruit. Are you going to share? Thanks, Moby.
Now that you know about data and organizing your pictographs, let's take the quiz. You ready? Let's start. See, Moby collected seashells. How many pink and black shells did he collect? So we're looking at the table, the pictograph, looking at the key. Each snail or each shell is 1. So 1 shell equals 1. So how many pink and black? Let's count the pink. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you need to go to black and count that. Let's count on. 4, 5, 6. So let's look at seashells. A6, 2 shells, 4, 5, 6 seashells. See? Boop, boop. Question 2. The tally chart shows how many times people jumped rope. Who jumped rope? 8 times. So remember, when we look at tally marks, we got to look at the cross means a group of 5, and then we got to count on from that. So we're looking for 8. Here are the names, and here are the tally marks. So 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. Too much. Let's look at Becca. 5, 6, 7. Not 8 yet. Tasha, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let's see Amber, just in case. 5, 10. No, so it's Tasha. Let's go look for Tasha's name. Got it. Question 3. Which group of tally marks add up to 13? So let's count and count on. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. Let's pick A. Okay, where can you find what symbol means on a pictograph? Do y'all remember what it was called? What the symbols mean on a pictograph at the bottom? You said key, you got it. Let's see, last one. Pictographs, tally charts, and bar graphs all display data. What does display mean? Let's see, if it displays it, does it mean to write, to show, to find, or to shop? If you're displaying something, which one is it? To write, to show, to find, or to stop? You said to show. Got it. Oop, and there he is. Let's do a Papa joke, because my friends always like doing a Papa joke. What do you call a pictograph about cockroaches? Call it gross, because they're cockroaches. Okay, and belly. He says, check out my pictograph. Cool, you got a lot of stuffed animals. Wait, how come you have a half of the stuffed animal? And then he looks over. The snail had half of this. Let's play the game together. Game. Now on here, we're going to be able to do a graph together. So let's do one together to see if you got it. So if we look at this graph, here's the data they collected using tally marks. So remember, there's the title, students lost teeth. Then it shows the choices, when, September, October, November, and the tallies, how much. So each tooth, if you look at the key, equals 1. So on September, let's count the tally marks. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have to get 1, 2, 3, 4 teeth. October, how many? Just 1. So 1 tooth. And November, this is a tricky one because it has the tally mark cross. So count on, let's count together. How much is that group? 5, 1 more, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great job. Let's do one more together. Okay, this one is people at the fair. And this one has a different key. If you look at the key, let me delete all this. If you look at the key, the balloons now equal 2 people. Now it's really important to look at the key because if it only equals 1, I would have way too many balloons. But now I need less because each one equals 2. So let's look at Friday. It's people at the fair. Here are the days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and the tallies. So Friday, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's count by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8. Saturday, 5, 10. So let's count by 2s now because each balloon equals 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. On Sunday, 2. So I just need 1 balloon because it's 2. Let's see. Awesome job. Thanks for helping, friends. Now, you know all that data, and that's why I was organizing my data with my sum. So I knew how much I have, and it's easier to organize information when it's in a graph. So today on your Seesaw, there are 2 options that you can do. The first one is about organizing the animals, and you're going to look at the chart and use that data to make a picture graph. And make sure you look at the key. On the second one, on the second page, I would like you to try it. That one's a challenge one because the data that it's showing not only shows tally marks, and you have to write the number on the side of the data. So count the tally marks and then tell me how much it is. And on the picture graph part, it's each, if you look at the key, each one is worth 2. So the second page is a challenge for you. And if you would like, later you can collect your own data with your own toys at your house and see how much of each thing you have. If you have maybe a lot of Lego people and you want to collect the data to see how many animals versus how many people, or maybe how many superheroes versus the princesses, or whatever kind of Legos you have. Maybe you want to go around and take a survey with your family to see what their favorite fruit is and collect that data. Have fun, and we can't wait to see what you do. Bye, geckos.